I'm already being perceived, so I might as well just do what I want to do. All of that anxiety, and if anybody watches, fine. If nobody watches, oh well and good. I feel like that holds me back a lot. So welcome back to my channel. My name is T. If you're seeing my face for the first time, I make lifestyle videos, and I'm just going to jump right into this video. The last time I did a Q&A was when I started this channel, and that was like years and years and years ago. I'm going to try to make it interesting. I don't want the regular Q&A. I'm going to make it a little bit spicy. So if you're interested in this type of content and you want to know the deets about me, keep watching.
Every night I try to love, but your heart is made of stone. All my tears, they fall like rain.
Before I start, happy new year, happy 2025. I hope 2025 is already going well, and I pray this is going to be the year for us. My name is T. My full name is actually Omotoyosi. In case you do not know, I'm Yoruba. I was born and raised in Lagos. I grew up in Lagos all my life, spent all my years in Lagos. I relocated to the UK in 2022, sometime in February, so I'm officially like 2 years and 11 months in the UK. Wow. Wow. I came here for my master's. I'm done with my master's program now. What inspired me to start this channel? I just needed an avenue to express myself, so just to document my life. I wasn't all about vlogs at the time. I wanted to just make videos and talk about things that I found interesting, and that was just about it. Where I am right now is still the same reasons at the core of it. Yeah, I've had to redefine what that means now for me, but yeah, that's literally why I started my channel. I just wanted to express myself, yap without any control, and then yeah, basically that's it. What is one thing my subscribers don't know about me? I feel like there are a lot of things you guys don't know about me, by the way. I think I have a fear of being seen, and I feel like that holds me back a lot, and I'm trying to break out of it. Because I have a fear of being perceived, because whether you like it or not, you're going to be perceived. Even if you do nothing, you're going to be perceived. So I'm trying to break out of that. I don't care if you see me. I don't care at this point, right? I would like to describe myself in 3 words. Oh my god, this is like one of those questions where they ask you what do you do for fun, and all of a sudden you have nothing to say. I would say extremely smart, beautiful. Anyways, I'm not joking. I am not joking. Of course I am beautiful. 3 words: beautiful, smart, and courageous. What is my background and how has that shaped me? I feel like I came from a middle class. At the time, I would have said, oh, we're a middle class family. But now thinking back, I don't even think we're middle class. But at the time, I used to be like, oh, I come from a middle class family, because I thought middle class was average, right? But in Nigeria, that's not how it works. Very small family, nuclear, not too small. We're 6. I have 3 other siblings. I have 2 sisters and I have 1 brother. I am a middle child. I am very, very middle child coded. I would say I'm very in my own world, in my own bubble. I like being in my own bubble. I like being in my own space. I enjoy my me time. I know it is something everybody says now, but honestly, I enjoy my me time a little bit too much. It is a problem. I think all of that shaped me to be, very on my own, very self-reliant. I find it hard, relying on people. If I tell you to do A for me and you do not do A, how I've said you should do A, I'm never going to trust you again to do stuff for me. And that doesn't mean I'll not like you, I'll not still be your friend, but I just know that I cannot rely on you. So being able to rely on someone is very, very important to me, because I'm used to doing a lot of things by myself. Not like I want to, but I have to. But I think I realized quite early on that nobody's going to spoon feed you, nobody's going to help you. Not like people will not help you, but you cannot live your life depending on people or hoping that somebody magically comes and saves you. No one is literally coming to save you. And I'm happy my parents kind of drew that into me. I'm happy I kind of understood that pretty early, because I feel like not understanding that can kind of be detrimental to your growth as a person. Anyways, I feel like I've rambled a lot on this topic, but yeah, that answered the question. I hope it did. Okay, next question says, I think I'm just going to hold my laptop because, bro, I'm tired of squinting. My eyes are terrible. What has been your biggest challenge since relocating, and how did you overcome it? I think the issue for me was Nigeria. So imagine being out of Nigeria and constantly worrying about things going on back home, right? I think even till now, it's still something I struggle with, but I just tell myself, breathe in and breathe out. Like, try to relax. Anytime you say bad news, you have to check the location to be sure that it's not close to your house, it's not affecting your loved ones, it's not affecting the people that you know. Do you get? So I think that's something I struggled with a lot. Like, just trying to keep tabs of what's going on back home. Yeah, lately I found a way to just be calm, pray to God, and hope for the best. That's all I can really do. And what was the one thing I wish I knew before relocating? I would say not putting people on a pedestal. Let me cook, okay? As an African or a Nigerian or whatever, maybe because we watch a lot of Western media, we have this perception of the Western world, good or bad. A lot of times we have this grand perception of the Western world, and we tend to look down on ourselves. We tend to say, "Oh, everybody in Nigeria is crazy." Da 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 da. About they love each other. That's not the case, okay? Like, I'm not saying people are not nice here. I'm not saying people are not nice in this country, but people are people. Okay? There are good people, there are bad people, there are kind people, there are reckless people everywhere. If there were not laws in place, these countries would be like Nigeria. So, yeah, I feel like not thinking that, believing all those believing Western media. I feel like we grew up on Western media. We grew up watching the movies. We grew up watching the shows. We grew up listening to the music. You know, it's so ingrained in us. I feel like a typical Nigerian knows so much. We know so much about these people's lives that we think what we watch or what we see on is how things play out or how things are. But honestly, that's not the case. I feel like Nigeria, the current state of Nigeria right now, just shows what happens to a country when laws are not implemented, when they are not, policies are not put in place to protect its people. This is literally what will happen in any country, right? So any country that doesn't have like structure in place. So the only difference between these countries and Nigeria is just that there's no structure in Nigeria and there's structure. If I could start my YouTube channel again, what would I do differently? I feel like I would just post. I feel like I would not be in my head too much, and I would just honestly just post and not care about being perceived, and not care about what people say, and not care about overly exposing yourself, and not care about the numbers, and not get discouraged when you get low views. Don't care about being perceived now. I'm already being perceived, so I might as well just do what I want to do. And then yeah, I think if I could restart my YouTube channel, that's what I would just do. I'll just talk about the things I love. I wouldn't care about coming off a certain way. I just wouldn't care. I would just post what I wanted to post and not get too affected by life happenings, because life will always life. That's what I've come to realize, and things will eventually work themselves out. So why stress? I feel like I go through phases where I'm just stressing about my day-to-day life, and I'll just do everything I want to do and just not care. Like, just honestly not care. Have I ever regretted moving abroad? No, it has never crossed my mind. This is the honest truth. Never. People always quantify success and everything by money, by the money you have in your hands. That's not your quality of life. Quality of life is your day-to-day. Not stressing about lights, not stressing about fueling, buying generator, fueling your generator, stuff like that. Just those mundane, annoying things. So yeah, that would never cross my mind, because I know the reality of things back home. Why would I be thinking nonsense? If I could describe my life as a movie, what would the title be? Expect the unexpected, something dramatic, something Nollywood like something like that. Something, it's never straight. It's never straight. That's something about my life I've come to realize is it just goes however God wants it to go, and I'm just here for the ride. Like, at some point we'll get to our destination. At some point we'll get to shore, but for now that we're in the storm, I'm just going to enjoy the ride and enjoy the waves, because what can I do? I'm powerless to the powers that be. So yeah, basically that's the name of my life. What is one thing I hope my videos inspire you to do? I hope it inspires you to take charge of your own life. Remember, you are the driver of your life. There is the God factor, don't get me wrong. No matter how much you plan, God still determines what happens, right? But at the same time, remember to take charge of your situation. No matter the situation you're in, consult people, I would say, but learn how to think for yourself and learn how to make your own decisions and learn how to trust your own decisions. Even when you make a mistake, especially as a female, especially as a Nigerian girl, especially as a Nigerian girl in 2025. I hope you're the one driving your life. I hope you are the front seat at the very least. I hope you are the front seat. Anyways, yeah. Next question. What is my guilty pleasure when I'm not filming or editing or doing anything YouTube related? It sounds like a stylish "what do you do for fun" question, and I'm stuck again. I don't know why this question is always so funny when people ask me like, "What do you do for fun?" Because I'm like, oh, I'm starting to scramble like, "What do you do? What do you do?" So most of the time, I'm trying to up my game. I'm trying to upgrade myself. Either I'm taking one course or one Coursera something. Me and Coursera, that's what we do. I'm doing one thing. The other part of life that I actually don't talk about here. That other goals, other things that I'm trying to do as well. They are not even fun things. They are boring things and they are stressful things. Maybe one day when I've achieved the goals, because I never like to talk about things before I actually achieve them or I'm close to achieving them. I don't know. I just feel like I would jinx it when I talk about it. Yeah, I love going to the gym as well. I still love going to the gym, but I've not been to the gym in like 2 months. Yeah, 2 months. I've not stepped my foot in the gym in 2 months. I even had to like cancel my subscription because I don't plan on going back to the gym in the next 2 months. That will be like 4 months out of the gym. Yeah, I used to like going to the gym a lot. I just liked that physical activity, that that gym, that thing it gives you after a workout. I love that. I feel like I've dropped this question, but yeah, I'm a boring girl. I think at this point you've gotten the vibe that I'm boring. What is the boldest risk I've ever taken in my life, and was it worth it? The boldest risk I took was leaving the country, leaving Nigeria. That was the boldest thing I ever did. That was the biggest risk I ever took, because I feel like now looking back in hindsight, I feel like I did not have enough knowledge about what I was getting myself into. I think I was getting myself into a situation that could have gone south, but thank God that even in my naivety, even in my lack of planning, even if in all of that, God still helped me. God still made things easy for me. Now looking back, some decisions I made might have gone bad. Leaving my family for the first time ever, all of that. I had this faith, and my faith was not from a place of knowing. I had this naive faith that things was going to work out. It was very naive in the fact that I wasn't seeing like the whole problem. I wasn't looking at everything that could go wrong. I think I mainly focused on what could go right and what would go right. I did not give myself the opportunity to think about what could go wrong. It was later that I said to be like, this thing could have actually gone south though. Thank God it did not go south though. But yeah, now looking back in hindsight, like I've said, some things would have, gone really bad. But I thank God for my naivety. I thank God. Maybe if I'd seen the big picture, if I was knowledgeable, maybe I wouldn't have made certain moves. And I thank God, ignorance sometimes is bliss. Do I think relocation is for everybody? Why or why not? Honestly, I do not think relocation is for everybody. Absolutely not for everybody. Some people are balling. Like the lifestyle you have outside of Nigeria, they have it in Nigeria. So yeah, why would they leave Nigeria if it works for them? So yeah, it's a personal decision at the end of the day. It's the quality of life you want to have. Some people can afford to have the best quality of life in Nigeria, as much as we complain about Nigeria. And there are some people that are also not ballers, but relocation is not for them. Let me explain. People that have like some kind of business and they have some certain type of goals for themselves, leaving Nigeria, relocating might derail it. It's hard to have a business here, because when you come here or all these countries, doesn't even have to be the UK, your main focus at the time is getting your stay, and sometimes you tend to do things that you might not like just because you want to get your stay. And in the bid to get your stay or your visa or whatever, your permanent residency or whatever it is, you might forget your own goals for yourself. You might forget that business plan that you think will work, that business style, that thing you're chasing, that thing that is peculiar to Nigerian environment that you're trying to build. You might lose it, and it's not always the best idea. Some people, even though they might not believe in the best of life, they had dreams, they had things we're working on that maybe would have done so well if they had just stayed in Nigeria, right? And then now they're here doing everybody's job. Like, these countries try to limit you. I think they don't really push you to dream. You have to push yourself to have dreams. You have to push yourself to think out of the box. You have to push yourself to do more. Yeah, 100% relocation is not for everybody. Some people would thrive in Nigeria better, and yeah, that's my opinion. I might be wrong though. What are my relocation plans? Yeah, I got a lot of a lot of those questions on my IG when I made some posts. Current situation, I am currently in the UK. I am in my apartment in the UK. I don't know if you can tell. I think you can already tell. Yeah, I'm in the UK, by the way. I did like my soft landing in Canada. So what that means basically is I will eventually move, but that was more like a little move where I just go and assess the environment. So that's basically what I did. I will be moving permanently in a couple of months, maybe 5 months. I think now it should be 5 months. So I should be moving permanently back to Canada. I'm not as eager to move, but I am, excited about what that journey is going to be like. I've had people ask me, "Oh, how do you feel?" Like, nothing. Honestly, I'm not even lying. Nothing. Maybe when I move eventually, I'll start to have feelings about it. But for now, at this very moment, no feelings. It's just what it is. Just life. And yeah, that is what I'm doing here. And in the next couple of months, I should be planning my move. Or I should have moved to Canada. Why am I moving to Canada? So this question is a very loaded question. So I'm just trying to check if it is recording. UK was not my first choice. It was actually Canada I was doing. So even though I had come here to do my master's, I was still pursuing my Canada PR application, because that's what I initially was doing before I moved to do something else. So yeah, I guess to myself, like, after 1 year on my postgraduate visa, I finalized my Canada stuff, and I thank God that's what happened. So yeah, and yeah, so that's why I'm moving. It's not a situation of one grand thing. It's just I've been doing this for like, I just started like my Canada process in 2020. That was even before I even thought I was gonna come to the UK. And then the way Canada is they try to play with your head. But yeah, and yeah, so that's literally what happened. So it's not like this is not like such a grand, change in plans. Plus, it just makes more sense for me to move to Canada. Honestly, it makes more sense. So yeah, that's the whole Canada story. I think I'm going to make another video talking about my relocation process on how I got my permanent residency, because I've gotten a couple of questions about that. I was able to get my permanent residency application approved. I was able to do my application myself, and I got it approved in a month and 2 weeks. So yeah, I think I'm going to make a video about that, just talking about that and sharing all of that sweetness with you guys. Anyways, it's been nice of you getting to know me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you have any more questions you'd like me to answer, maybe something you thought I would touch on I did not touch on, leave a comment. Please don't be shy to leave a comment. I will make another video and maybe an updated Q&A later on, and I'll talk about it. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.